All right, Dr. Todd here, Dr. Todd and Karen. We are with Andrew. So Andrew, a couple things that I want to kind of get your vibe on or talk to you about is do you remember when we did that testing and we did that swab, we did the DNA, do you remember that, the genes, and we did the DNA in the mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, and was that really painful?
No.
Okay, just making sure. All right, good. So one of the things, we got that from that information, we kind of got your individual makeup. And remember, from that, we really started to put together kind of a group of supplements you needed to take, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, I mean, are you in charge of taking those supplements on a daily basis?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, and how do you organize them? How do you handle that every day?
So in one of the cabinets,
Mm-hmm.
I have them all lined up,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's the order like I take them in. I also have a sheet on the cabinet so that like reminds me to take, not reminds me, but kind of like when I open the cabinet,
Uh-huh.
then I can look at that and see, okay, well, I need to take this morning, and then maybe take that tonight.
Perfect. Good. Okay, so that pretty much tells you when you need to take and how many of what.
Yeah.
Right. So, I know we talked about when we were going over that information and kind of what that means. One of the big things that we talked about was how that information is kind of telling us what kind of fuel we need to put in your specific tank. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel on days when sometimes you forget or sometimes you miss taking your supplements? Do you notice a difference between the two?
Yeah, I'm either like really, really tired,
Mm-hmm.
or everything annoys me, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I start to not feel well.
Yeah. Okay. And so by not feeling well, what do you mean? Like you start to feel sick, or you start to feel?
I mean, it kind of depends what I eat that day.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I forget to take them in the morning and I eat bread, pizza, and like no valuable things, then yeah, I start to feel like I'm sick. But then like if I eat like some of that stuff, then I mostly just feel really tired or really angry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I remember when we went through that report with you, there were a lot of things that were kind of like, hey, stay away from these foods, or maybe we need to take some of those things. Right?
Yeah.
So good. So, I mean, we talked about that and kind of those supplements and the important role that they have with you being like who you are every single day, right?
Yeah.
Now, one of the big things that I also sometimes comes up, and so I wanted to, I know we worked hard with you on this, is, when we are getting ready to leave, or getting ready to go somewhere for a weekend or a week, or we have a soccer tournament somewhere, like who's in charge of organizing those supplements?
I am.
Yeah, and so how do you do that? How do you do it?
I just put them all in a giant plastic bag, and then I put it in my suitcase or a bag, and then whenever we get there, there's usually a counter, so I just put them out on the counter, and then when I'm going to like get my breakfast, then that reminds me to take them after I eat.
Perfect. So you're in charge of those supplements on a day-to-day basis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you send me pictures when things need to be reordered, right?
Yeah.
When you're running low. No, that's very good. Very good. So good. But you understand that information that we got from the genetics, from the swab, right? That information really tells us what your body needs. Now, let me ask you something. How long do you think you're going to have to take those supplements that your body needs? How long do you think you have to take those? Like on a daily basis for the rest of your life? What do you think?
I don't know. Really know. Like maybe every day until maybe like my gut is pretty much like completely healed.
You think so?
Or maybe for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe. We'll have to see. Right. We'll have to see. But no. But those are good, because those are really important things. Because certainly when we started working with you, it was, hey, what are the things that we need to help? And certainly your gut was a big part of that, right? Yeah. It was a huge part of that. But then we also had to look into what's kind of the next level. What do we need to do to help get your brain on track, right? And remember, that was a big one. I remember you telling me how you felt like your brain was on fire there for a while.
Yes.
Right? You remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, no. So that's very good. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully this helps you guys with what we need to be doing. Do you see the stop button?
It's right there.
This one here?
No, right there.
All right.
Yeah.